everybody, welcome. I am Jennifer Shuey, and I am the Director of Development for the Central Pennsylvania Festival of the Arts. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming here. I know some of you are locals, but some of you traveled in, and that is awesome. So we really appreciate that we are able to have a live audience in addition to the live streaming. So for the people watching us online, be sure to open up the chat and leave some comments. Give some love to all of our musicians here. I'm sure they'll appreciate it, and interact with everybody out there online too. Thank you very much to the State College Presbyterian Church for allowing us to be here, and Reverend Dean Lindsay. Thank you to State College Borough and the Happy Valley Adventure Bureau for helping to support this hybrid arts festival this year. We are so glad that you're here, but also be sure to check out everything that we have online. All of the usual festival stuff is in some form online right now. And we especially encourage you to go to arts-festival.com/artists. And there you can see many of our usual artists who are out and about at our Sidewalk Sailing exhibition on the streets of State College. They're not here now. They're probably glad, because last night when they would have been setting up, we had a torrential downpour and winds of 70 miles per hour. So you're welcome, artists. But that means that everybody needs to go shop and support them. That's the way that they are going to be happy with us, and that's the way we're going to get them back here for next year. So thank you so much for your support of the Arts Festival, and now take it away, Below Center.
Students, you are required to be watching, so leave me a note in the chat. All right, the next piece we have for you today is one of our personal favorites, just because it's fun to play and we all like to drink beer. So here is the Beer Barrel Polka. Thank you very much. So that was one of my favorites just because those tubas had that rockin' part. I love that part. I just love that part. Speaking of, Phil Jensen here is a brewmaster. He's also a distiller at Big Springs Distillery in Belfont. And so it's great to always make music with him, but also do tastings with him. And so we're going to move on to a next piece. It's called Londonderry Air. And this one is arranged by Keith Malin. And those of you who are regular fans of Below Center will know that Keith Malin and I both graduated from Illinois State University in the tuba euphonium studio. Keith went on to the Navy Band and passed away at a very young age of 35, leaving a lovely wife and 2 children. Because we're from Illinois, Keith's wife moved back to Illinois about 10 miles from my hometown, and we've become friends through social media. So Janie, if you are listening, this one is for you, Londonderry Air. All right, thank you very much. So we introduced Phil. I am Leigh Hurtz, and I am a native from Illinois, moved here about 30-some years ago. So I feel like a part of State College institution now. And I am a local music teacher here in town. The next piece that we're going to play for you is called The Belle of Chicago, and it's another fabulous but not so well-known John Philip Sousa march. It is rumored that John Philip Sousa attended the World's Fair in Chicago, and he saw a lady at the fair and just became completely enamored by her beauty, and so went back and wrote this piece with that thought of her beauty in his head. So we hope that you enjoy the Belle of Chicago March. So from his organ, making some beautiful sounds for you right now. Thank you so much. We are going to switch gears again on you a lot of times today. We have a great selection of music to choose from. We had a hard time picking our favorites to play for you today. And we got a bunch of new music over quarantine, and so we were able to get together outside on decks and spread ourselves apart, and we had some great fun rehearsals. This is a newer piece to us. It's one of our favorites, just because, for me personally, the euphonium part's really awesome. Just saying. But the tuba parts are pretty cool, too. This is called Barnum and Bailey's Favorites. My fingers need a break after that one. All right. So I'd like to introduce our other tuba player here for you. You know Phil, you know me as Leigh, and we also have Leif Jensen on tuba. Now, the fun thing about these guys and why we keep them over there far away from us is because A, they're both doctors, B, they're both left-handed, C, they're tuba players. They see the last names, doctors, tuba players, left-handed. They have the same mower. We learned that at a mower shop, and they both had Jensen there, and they didn't know which one was theirs. What else did I miss? That covers it, yeah. And they both stopped playing their tubas for a long amount of time after college. And so Phil didn't play his tuba for 17 years and then picked it up again. And Leif heard Mike playing, and we'll talk about Mike later, downtown State College and said, oh, I need to do that again. And so Leif didn't play his tuba for 25 years, right? So we are really glad that these two have so much in common and are playing their tubas with us again. So this is awesome. The next piece we're going to play does some great featuring of our tuba players, and it is called the Bottoms Up Rag, and it is also an original of Keith Malin's. Woohoo! Yeah. Love those tuba guys over there. Yeah. All right. During COVID, one of a Penn State alumni, his name is Drew Bonner, from the Tuba Euphonium studio up there on campus, is a fabulous arranger. And he did some summer music making initiatives and sent out music to people. And we all did little videos in our living rooms or our basements or the closet or wherever you could find. And there was a couple of his arrangements that we did that this group was like, oh man, this is really cool. So we're going to break out of some traditional kind of pieces and do a pop song for you. Okay, so this is called Bad Guy, and we want to thank Drew Bonner for his great arrangement of this. So we hope you enjoy Bad Guy. Yeah, that's totally a fun piece, totally out of our repertoire that we would normally play, but how fun. But that gives me the great chance to introduce the fifth member of our quartet. So we added a new member for this concert, and we would like to welcome Darren Thornton back there on percussion. Woo! Yeah, so we're now quartet plus one. But yeah, that piece definitely needed percussion, and we figured out that a lot of pieces need percussion. So we are really, really thankful and happy that Darren's here with us today. It's summertime. The Spikes had a game, or having games again, and we had fireworks. How wonderful was that? And we'd like to thank them. So our next piece that we're going to play for you is one of our all-time summertime favorites, Take Me Out to the Ball Game. right, thank you so much. The next song that we would like to play for you is also, they're all our favorites, so I should just stop saying it's one of our favorites. They're all our favorites. But this one is particularly fun because it's called the Drinking Song. So here to my left is Mike Loewen, and he is a euphonium player, trombone player, tuba player extraordinaire. And like I said, he was playing downtown in front of the bookstore many years ago when Leif heard him. So he thinks he was playing in the Deacons of Dixieland maybe for that one, but he plays in so many groups around the area. So if you ever hear a brass group playing, you're most likely going to hear Mike playing in one of the groups on one instrument. You never know what he's going to come up with. The next one is one of our favorites, and it is called the Baby Elephant Walk. Thank you. All right, so Below Center started, I don't know when, and I've been playing, I think this is my 10th year. It's very close to the 10th year that I've been playing with these guys. We have a lot of fun, and there's a lot of repertoire that we have in our folders. So like I said before, it was hard to pick. If you are out there in the audience virtually, and there's a piece that you like, please make sure that you open up that chat as we had before and give us some comments. We got some feedback coming back. All right, that's what we like to hear. So yeah, show us some love. I introduced Darren a little while ago, but I really didn't tell you about Darren. Darren is a music educator at Penn State. I don't know your official title now because you've got all new titles. It's all good, he says. And he's also the conductor of the State College Municipal Band, which we're also all members of, which is kind of where we all met. Many of us also play. I mentioned that Mike plays in a lot of Deacons of Dixieland and the Altoona Brass Collective and 0 Point Big Band, and his titles go on a long time. But we also all play, most of us play in a little German band. We play in Bavarian Stompers. I play in a Civil War brass quintet and a brass band up in Williamsport. So we do a lot of playing around the area, and we hope that you can keep supporting the arts and live music. The next piece that we're going to play for you, and the previous piece that we just played, the Baby Elephant Walk, are two of our favorites because we're usually playing on the Allen Street stage. And if you remember, the Allen Street stage is also near all the waterfall buckets and the misters and everything. And there's kids screaming and having a great time. And they always love the Baby Elephant Walk. You can kind of see them in the corner of your eye. They start walking like elephants and things like that. And so it's always fun to play on the Allen Street stage and watch the kids react to the music along with the audience members that we have there. And this one is also one of those that can get your foot stomping and get you moving pretty fast. This is Jamie Texidor's Amparita Roca. piece we're going to play for you today is actually a barbershop quartet piece. It has been rearranged by the Troubadours for the tuba euphonium quartet. And it's one we like to play too on the Allen Street Grill stage because we do a lot of songs about water because of the water. And since it's raining for like the next couple of days, the water theme still applies. This is called Down by the Old Mill Stream. So those that are musical, if you're familiar with that tune, Down by the Old Mill Stream as the barbershop quartet is really in what we call a 3/4 meter, and this arrangement's in 4/4, so it sounds like it's a waltz in 4. So it's kind of fun to play musically. Okay. All right. Sorry. We're so happy to be here today, and our concert's like almost over, my gosh. So one of the next piece we're going to play for you is called Brazil, and it is the fun, summery piece that we all know and love. water's wide. We got time. We got time. So a little background on the last piece, well, not the last piece, the next piece, is that Leif was driving somewhere and heard a piece on the radio and said, man, that would make a great tuba euphonium quartet. So he looked it up, and sure enough, somebody's arranged it. So here is The Water is Wide. All right, so as I mentioned, I started with this group about 10 years ago, and if they would have put that piece in front of me 10 years ago, I would have kind of like melted into the wall. I took over, I filled in for the other first euphonium player, and I wasn't a very great player at the time. So today is a pretty cool day for us to wish Luke Spiros a happy birthday. I know he's watching. So it's his birthday today, and he is retired from the United States Marine Band as a principal euphonium player for 25 years. And I met him about 10 years ago, maybe 11, and started taking lessons with him and things like that. And now I'm a much better player, I would have to say. Yeah, they say so. I've got a long way to go. None of us are, well, Mike is a truly professional musician. We all working our way through things. But I really do think it's great that you keep learning. These guys, picked up their instruments many years after they put them down. So it's never too late to learn a new instrument, never too late to learn things or to participate in the arts. The next piece we're going to play for you is another new one for us, and it's also another Drew Boner arrangement. It's called It Don't Mean a Thing. Yeah, another awesome arrangement by Drew, Penn State alumni. All right. We would like to play another Sousa march for you tonight. And Sousa is always great marches for the summertime, and this is the Liberty Bell. This might have to be our last piece, guys.
Oh, no.
I know.
Okay.
We gonna do the Thunderer or Pink Panther?
Thunder.
Thunderer, all right. We are going to end our concert today with another John Philip Sousa march. And since we've been having so many fabulous storms and weather coming through State College in the summertime, it has nothing to do with the weather, I'm sorry to tell you. But this piece is called The Thunderer by John Philip Sousa. Thank you for everyone who was here in person. Thank you to everyone who is online. Make sure that you check on the online sales for the artists. I've checked them out a couple times already. There's some pretty nice stuff out there. And we hope to see you all next year on the Allen Street stage with the water flowing and kids playing and all that good stuff. Yes, thank you very much, all of you, for supporting the arts and inviting us back to play today. This is The Thunderer.
Thank you.